Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say a new rivalry is brewing on the CBS soap, and we can't wait to see which grandma will come out on top. Dr. Lee Finnegan Naomi Matsuda just poked the bear on B&B. Will Sheila Carter Kimberlin Brown attack? Here's what's coming up next on the CBS soap. Spoilers down below. This week on Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers say Luna Nozoa Lisa Yamada will wake up and be greeted by both of her grandmothers. Lee Finnegan has been trying to keep Luna hidden, but Sheila Carter was closing in on her secret. Dr. Lee needed help with her patient, so it makes sense she brought Grandma Sheila in to assist her. She's the last person on the planet who would call the cops and report that Luna was alive. But bold previews indicate Luna Nozowa's grandmas are going to have a tough time seeing eye to eye on what's next for the secret patient. It's unclear what Lee's plans are for Dr. John Finnegan's Tanner Novlin bio daughter. Is she nursing her back to health just to send her away to a mental hospital? Now that Luna Nozowa is alive and awake, she's going to want to leave her grandma's apartment. We know Lee Finnegan isn't going to allow that. Can Luna convince Sheila Carter to kidnap her and get her out of there while Lee is at work? Technically, it isn't kidnapping if the hostage is trying to leave, but Lee won't see it that way. Sheila turned over a new leaf on Bold and Beautiful, and Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, even praised her for doing the right thing when Luna went on a shooting spree. But did Luna's death wake up something dark inside her? Will Sheila Carter kidnap her granddaughter from Lee Finnegan to save her from prison or the mental hospital? Los Angeles has seen plenty of drama, but when Sheila Carter's name gets whispered, you can bet something dangerous is brewing. This time, the target isn't one of her usual rivals. It's Luna Nozowa. Sweet, stylish, and completely unprepared for the whirlwind of trouble Sheila can stir, Luna's about to find herself trapped in a nightmare she never saw coming. Luna thought her life was finally stabilizing. She had a good job at Forrester Creations, a budding romance with R.J. Forrester, and her relationship with her mother Poppy was improving, at least for the moment. The constant tension with her Aunt Lee was still there, but Luna had learned to brush off the cold looks and clipped remarks. What she didn't know was that Sheila had been watching her. It started innocently enough. Sheila saw Luna at Il Giardino, laughing with R.J., her eyes full of trust. But the more Sheila learned about her, the more she saw opportunity. Luna was connected to the Forresters, beloved by R.J., and most importantly, she was vulnerable. Sheila's mind began weaving a dangerous plan. Sheila had convinced herself this wasn't really about harming Luna. No, in her mind, this was about leverage. With Luna under her control, she could force R.J., and by extension Ridge and Brooke, into keeping quiet about her latest schemes. And maybe, just maybe, Sheila thought she could even use Luna to get closer to Finn again. After all, Finn's compassion for his patients and friends was one of his greatest weaknesses. If Luna's safety was in jeopardy, Finn might just open the door Sheila had been pounding on for months. It happened on a rainy Thursday night. Luna had stayed late at the Forrester offices, working on a last-minute design adjustment for Hope's new collection. By the time she left, the parking garage was nearly empty, the sound of her heels echoing on the concrete. She never saw Sheila coming. One moment Luna was unlocking her car, the next there was a sharp chemical smell under her nose. She struggled, but Sheila's grip was iron strong, and the world went black before Luna could scream. When she woke, Luna was in a dimly lit room, no windows, just a single bare bulb overhead. Her hands were bound, and the faint smell of bleach told her the room had been scrubbed clean recently. Sheila's shadow moved before she stepped into the light, a chilling smile playing across her face. "Don't be scared, sweetheart," Sheila cooed. "I'm not going to hurt you, as long as everyone behaves." By morning, R.J. was frantic. Luna hadn't answered his calls, and her car was still in the parking garage, driver's side door hanging open. Security footage showed only a blurry figure approaching her from behind. Ridge called Detective Baker, who immediately suspected foul play. It didn't take long for whispers of Sheila's possible involvement to surface. Deacon, caught in the middle yet again, swore he hadn't seen her in days, but his nervous tone told Finn and Hope otherwise. Lee's reaction was colder, shockingly so. "This is what happens when you get too close to the Forresters," she muttered, earning a furious glare from RJ. But even Lee couldn't hide her fear completely. Her eyes darted to Poppy, whose hands were trembling uncontrollably. Sheila kept Luna on edge with her erratic moods. One moment she was almost friendly, telling Luna stories about her unfair treatment by the Forresters, and the next she was pacing, muttering about betrayal and revenge. Luna tried to keep her wits about her. She remembered things RJ had told her about staying calm in high-stress situations, look for patterns, notice escape opportunities, and never let your captor see your full panic. But the fear was always there, gnawing at her. One night, Sheila brought in a tray of food and sat down across from her. "You're a smart girl, Luna," she said softly. "You understand loyalty, right? I need you to help me send a little message to RJ. If he plays along, you go home. If not, well, I'd hate for something to happen to that pretty face." RJ was done waiting for the police to move slowly. With Finn's help, he tracked a lead, a delivery receipt for groceries to a remote cabin outside Los Angeles. The cabin belonged to a woman known to be a Sheila associate years ago. Against Ridge's wishes, RJ and Finn decided to check it out themselves. When they arrived, the cabin looked empty, but RJ spotted a flicker of light through a crack in the boarded-up window. The sound of Luna's muffled voice calling for help sent his adrenaline surging. Inside, Sheila was ready. She had a knife in her hand when RJ burst through the door. "Let her go, Sheila," RJ shouted, positioning himself between her and Luna. Sheila's eyes narrowed. "You think you can protect her? The Forresters can't even protect themselves." Finn slipped in behind RJ, his voice calm but firm. "Sheila, this isn't the way. If you want me to even consider forgiving you, you need to let Luna go right now." For a moment, Sheila hesitated. Her hand trembled, her face torn between fury and longing. Then, with a growl of frustration, she shoved the knife onto the table and backed away. Luna rushed into RJ's arms, sobbing. Finn kept his eyes on Sheila until the police stormed in and took her into custody. Back at Forrester, Luna was shaken but safe. RJ refused to leave her side, and Poppy was overprotective to the point of smothering her. Lee, surprisingly, was gentler than usual, offering a quiet, "I'm glad you're all right," before walking away. But everyone knew this wasn't over. Sheila Carter had been caught before, and somehow she always found a way back. In the quiet moments after the ordeal, Luna confided in RJ, "I thought she was going to kill me." But there was something in her eyes, like she was looking for someone to believe her. RJ kissed her forehead, his voice low. "That's the trap, Luna. Don't ever let her fool you into thinking she's anything but dangerous." Outside, storm clouds gathered over Los Angeles again, because when Sheila Carter is involved, peace never lasts for long. If you'd like, I can also write you a direct follow-up spoiler where Sheila escapes custody and targets Poppy next, tying it into Luna's trauma. That would turn this into a 2-part mini-arc. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.